Well, we continue our quest in finding good places to relax and dine out, and let's see where Business and Leisure crew will take us this time. Watch this.
This is Osakatsu in Valero Street in Salcedo Village in Makati City. Osakatsu is decidedly a Japanese restaurant, but not your typical common Japanese restaurant as you will later see. It is owned by Valles, who describes himself as a foodie and a newbie restaurateur. Even as a child, he knew he wanted to be a businessman, but he had to work as an employee first in a few real estate companies to get his feet wet in the corporate world. LA always had a passion for food also, so when the time was ripe, he quit his job and indulged in his own passion.
12 years down the road, when I realized that I'm now ready to venture into the big leagues and own my own business, I immediately decided and filed my resignation and then started this restaurant.
And this is his very own, his first venture into the restaurant business actually. As earlier said, Osakatsu is not the typical Japanese restaurant one often sees. It has a unique concept, and this is how Osakatsu came to be.
2 years ago, my family and I went to Japan. So actually back then, it was really a good destination for people because 2 years ago, and actually until now, a lot of people, a lot of the Filipinos are going to Japan because of the experience. When we were in Osaka, our tour guide luckily brought us to the Shinsekai area. So Shinsekai area is more of parang the red light district of Osaka. So parang if you compare it to Manila, parang it's the Malate. And we were brought to this a small restaurant which offered DIY kushikatsu experience. So immediately, when I saw the concept, it was an aha moment for me and I was thinking, if I bring it to the Philippines, definitely this would be a big bang for all the people.
LA saw how the family, even his young nephews and nieces, enjoyed cooking their own food, and that gave him a bright idea of bringing this unique restaurant concept back home to Manila. And how did he come up with the name?
So Osakatsu, it's a combination of the Osaka experience and the soul food of Osaka, which is kushikatsu. Actually, in the Shinsekai area, there are a lot of small shops there offering just kushikatsu and beer. So when I researched, kushikatsu is the soul food of Osaka. It had been there since 1920s and it's still popular to the Osaka people up to now.
It took LA 2 years to finally put up this restaurant after several feasibility studies, assuming the role of a diner who is about to embark on a new dining experience in the metro.
Anyway, we were thinking, what would make Filipinos want to try a different type of a restaurant? Well, you make it very experiential. You make it very experiential. You make it look very Osakan. Like, it's very fun, it's very unique.
Having concluded that he has finally found the perfect formula, he decided to put it up in Valero Street, which is surprising because Valero is now a restaurant row.
I was really targeting BGC, Alabang area, BF, exactly what you were saying, Maginhawa, where the people are going to nowadays, right? So when I saw this place, I was thinking, maybe you want to be in an area where you can build your market, where you can build and attract the people who normally goes to these places and put them in another location where there are new restaurants that's burgeoning, right?
Happily, more restaurants are now popping up in this working area in Makati.
I would say that I really made a good decision to position myself in this area.
Here, LA likes to marry the traditional classical Japanese recipes with street food style of dining, and it works.
I feel that people, when they go, let's say when they travel, they look at blogs, they read blogs, they look at videos of people eating a lot of street food. And then when they go to a restaurant and then they see that the menu also offers street food, it brings value to the restaurant because there's a different experience. Or maybe maybe a nostalgia to other people who travels and then see these types of street food that's being offered in the restaurant.
The interiors are quite unique also. It is unmistakably Japanese and, as LA says, is Instagrammable. The size is just right with a seating capacity of 7 to 6.
That includes the buffet tables with deep fryers at the center and also the non-cooking tables. So for the buffet type of tables, we can sit around 44 and then the rest are non-buffet.
Now let's see what makes Osakatsu's cuisine unique.
In your buffet table, as you can see, there's a deep fryer at the table. And then you'll be given Japanese flour, our own batter, and then panko or breadcrumbs. So for the buffet, there's a lot of choices. We're offering around 20 different sticks that you can choose from. So the process is you go to the buffet counter, choose among the 20 sticks that you can choose, that you can fry on your table. And also there are a lot of makis there. We have 3 types of maki and then we change it almost every day. And then there's also chahan, gohan, Japanese curry, chicken teppanyaki, yakisoba, and also you'll be given a half serving of your favorite ramen, either tonkotsu, miso, or tonkotsu, miso, and shoyu. Shoyu, tonkotsu, and miso. So, okay, so basically, you will be deep frying your food in the table, and then we will be giving 3 types of sauces that we've concocted in our kitchen. There's a sweet sauce, tonkatsu, and then our signature spicy sauce.
At the buffet table can be found the proteins like tuna, salmon, beef, pork and chicken, as well as the veggies and different kinds of balls. Every month, they try to change the offerings for variety. Here, LA demonstrates how to cook your own food at your own table. First, you coat the food with a Japanese flour, then dip it in the prepared batter. Coat it with breadcrumbs. Then proceed to deep fry.
So what's good about our deep fryers is that our oil is very regulated. The temperature is just fixed. So you would not be experiencing any popping sensation or any na parang some people are natatakot na baka tumalsik yung oil or something. But since our technology came from Japan, so it's very regulated.
One has to wait between 1 to 3 minutes to have the food done. That's how quick it is. In front of the diner is a food warmer where the newly fried food can be placed so the excess oil drips while cooling it a bit.
What we have here is the claim to fame recipe of our executive chef, Chef Edo-san. It's named after him. It's called the Edo-san Special. So what's special about this makimono is we are using here more rare, more special type of an eel. It is actually called anago. It is a seawater eel that is more rare and more luxurious than the more popular unagi. So Chef Edo-san put together a dish that includes anago, Japanese cucumber, kani, cream cheese, and then it was deep fried, and then included in the dressing is his signature sauces here, and then it was torched with sauteed shrimps on top. Here we have a different type of maki because, as you can see, it is black. So we call it the black mamba. So it is different because we infused the squid ink into the sushi rice to make it really black and to add a more fishy flavor into the maki. So the combination of soft shell crab tempura with the avocado, the cheddar cheese, the ebiko, and then sprinkled with Parmesan cheese together with our egg mayo dressing that was torched. This makes a very unique experience and a very different type of maki that's being introduced here at Osakatsu. So here we have the aburi ebi tempura sushi. So as you can see, there's a tempura on top over sushi rice, and then wrapped around by nori. And then we put here cheese on top, and then we put our egg mayo dressing plus our special aburi sauce, and then it was torched on top to give the smoky and burnt taste afterwards. So here we have tsukune, or Japanese chicken balls. So this is a house blended chicken balls, deep fried with our special spicy sauce, and then topped with nori, or shredded nori. So this appetizer is really good pairing for your favorite beer, especially Japanese beers and our highballs. So another creation of our chef Edo-san is our famous dessert, which is called fried chocolate. So this fried dessert is like a fried makimono, which is served as a dessert, or is being served as a dessert. So what we have here is chocolate inside with mango, red bean paste, mochi, and the secret ingredient, which is nori. It's being wrapped, deep fried, and then served with shaved chocolates, and then a scoop of ice cream. You'll be experiencing first a different type of texture. There's crunchy, then gooey, and then afterwards a little bit of hint of salt to complement, in a way, the yin and yang of desserts, which is salty and then sweet.
That's a big meal that has been laid out by LA Valles, and here's his personal invite for you.
Hi guys, come visit Osakatsu, Manila. This is the first DIY buffet kushikatsu, wherein you can cook your own food or deep fry your food at the table. So you can check us out in our social media accounts in Facebook and Instagram. And you can call us for reservations at 838-7591. We are located at the second floor of ACCM building, 102 Valero St, Salcedo Village, Makati.
More exciting and interesting dining destinations coming your way only here on Places segment.